AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
The Brooklyn Nets understood the assignment tonight, old boy. I'm out of town, but it's New York everything, always. You kidding me, old boy?
Just had to get that out. Just had to get that out. You know what I mean?
We know AllBall don't sip, but I'm here with them. In spirit with the spirits. Pistons fans, how you feeling?
Yo, bruh. Listen.
Rhonda Flores, how you feeling? Darlene, how you feeling?
Darlene Bryan in the building. Rhonda Flores is in the building. The ladies of AllBall TV are in the building. How y'all feeling tonight?
Wonder Woman, all woman.
Wonder Woman in the building tonight. If it's possible, can you put up the score?
If it's possible.
Yes.
That's a must.
If it's possible, can you put up the score? Oh, 107, 105.
My man's doing the post game. He's doing the post game.
107, 105. The Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, it's not AI. It's not a glitch. The Brooklyn Nets defeat the best team in the NBA. The team that Stephen A. Smith in the whole world is so afraid of. The Brooklyn Nets beat the Detroit Pistons 107.
You scored 105 points against the Brooklyn Nets.
God is good. God is good. And all the time. God is good.
Come on, man. Hold on. Reverend AllBall strikes again. AllBall, what is? Who would have ever thunk it?
Where's the Pistons fans at?
We had one in here. He showed up. Respect to you.
The Pistons fans haven't been in this chat for about a week now. When before that, Dan Lit, amen. Yes. Yes. Can I say it again? Is that possible? The Brooklyn Nets defeat the rough and tough and, oh my God, the Pistons. How Stephen A. Smith say it? I'm scared for my life. The Brooklyn Nets defeats the big bad wolf, Detroit Pistons, 107-105. That great defense allowed the Brooklyn Nets to score 107 points. Yeah. Tory B, good evening, baby. Yeah.
Tory B, how you feeling?
Hey, if y'all know anybody that lives in Detroit or is Pistons fans, please check up on them, make sure they doing okay. We don't need no people, hurting themselves or things like that. We don't need them thinking nothing crazy, right? So please check on your people. if you know someone from Detroit, if you know a Pistons fan, check on your people, please, because we are very concerned over here in Knicks Rehab. Like, we have love for everybody.
Make sure they're okay, man.
You know
Be
what?
a human.
Fuck them. Don't check on them. Make sure they doing bad. Make sure they doing worse. Stick it to them every fucking chance you get. Detroit Bad Boys basketball loses to the Brooklyn Nets. Fabian?
You want to shout out Darren Beasley? He showed up today. Pistons fan.
No. Why would I shout out Darren Beasley? No. No
Strays.
As a matter of fact, Darren Beasley. What do Mikal Bridges do? Hey, Darren Beasley. That's what the Pistons fans get. Fuck out of here. Yeah. Y'all wanted this smoke. Now your asses get it. Because we all know if we would have lost to the Brooklyn Nets, this shit would have been flooded. All I'm going to say is this. Told y'all. Scared of who? Scared of who? Yeah. Like I said, check on your Detroit people and make sure they all doing bad. Make sure they all having a horrific night. Make sure all Pistons fans is having a terrible night. And hopefully they have a terrible weekend, a terrible morning. And hopefully tomorrow when they go to church, the pastor will preach a terrible sermon all for them. Yeah. Fuck them. Y'all wanted this smoke. Y'all made it personal against the Knicks fans. We ain't thinking about y'all. Once again, where's Stephen A. Smith at? Where you at? They lost to Cleveland.
Running for president.
Listen, lost to Cleveland. Remember, San Antonio is their Faja. I am your Faja. As we are fathers to the Denver Nuggets, the San Antonio Spurs are y'all Faja, Detroit Pistons. Now you lose to the Brooklyn Nets. God is good. God is good. Yeah. Beautiful.
No strays. Thank you for your 199. Hold on a second. This is when the Avengers, what they say? They come together? Avengers, whatever the fuck people talk about. The Avenger haters come together to beat down any team that's doing good and kick you off that mountaintop. No strays. A fellow hater from Boston. A fellow hater from Boston.
Listen, no
peace
strays.
to AllBall TV for calling all Pistons fans to the forefront. Salute. Salute, fellow hater.
Listen, Flea's been saying it for how long now? Right? When everybody is so afraid of Detroit, when everybody is so scared and just shaking in their boots, what do we all say up here? What the fuck have they done? Great season, yes. Oh, and by the way, that MVP that people thought Cade was front running about a week or two ago, a month ago, done. Forget about it. What he saying, Donnie Brasco? Calling me a Dunsky? Forget about it. Yeah. Cade Cunningham at this point looking like a Dunsky. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Come on, man. Hold on, Fabian. Come on, man.
Listen.
Come on.
I didn't want to interrupt you on your hater roll.
Listen, I love this comment. This is a real Pistons fan. Big shout out Damo Davi for your $20. I keep telling y'all, we love the orange. If it means the difference of a penny from that disgusting Pacers yellow to the beautiful Knicks orange, put that penny up.
The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant,
the lovely, extravagant, exquisite, the elegant Knicks orange. Make up that difference to put that penny up. But big shout out to Damo Davi. He said, I'm a Pistons fan. That's 3 L's in a row. These motherfuckers really pissed me off today. Don't care if Kate and the Saw wasn't there. No excuses. Big shout out Damo Davi. That's the kind of shit I like to hear. No excuses. You lose to a team that's trying to lose on purpose? Hold on. That crack you up so much. Let me say it again. You lose to a team that's trying to lose on purpose. The Nets are mad that they lost, that they won. How about that? Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, it's a great night to be a Knicks fan. It's a great night for Knicks Rehab. Just real quick, Fabian. Let's talk about now why I got you up here briefly. How do you feel now about the Detroit Pistons? I honestly, as a Knicks fan, as the playoffs are, remember, we probably less than 20 games, right? We are watching the Pistons, and everybody thought that thumbnail, that title that you put was trolling, but you was right on target. As the Pistons are going like this, declining, the Knicks are going just like this. Fabian, were you ever scared of Detroit? And if you were, watching them the last 3 games, give me how you feel now about the Detroit Pistons as a Knicks fan.
This is the reason why we love, like the reason why y'all love rocking with us and we love rocking with Charles is because I love rocking with my brothers. When AllBall jumps off a ledge, yo, here with you, bro. What you doing? Chill out. When I jump off a ledge, as No Strays humbly corrected me, Avengers assemble. Thank you, No Strays. You were comrade tonight. I don't think we were scared of the Pistons as much as we were pissed off at why the hell we ain't getting our game plan together.
Hold on. For Knicks Rehab tonight, they're the Detroit Piston fans. not the Pistons, the Detroit Pistons. Because y'all wet the bed. Right. The Detroit Piston. So for tonight, we address the Pistons as the Detroit Piston. Yes. Because y'all wet the bed tonight. Go ahead, Fabian. I just want to make sure you understand it's Piston, not Piston. Because they ain't letting nothing off.
Thank you, King Speech. In the building, the haters assemble. Hey, I might remind you, Darren Beasley, you got to pay for that kind of hate. I ain't reading your encyclopedia comments. We don't do that over here, brother. Let's be real, AllBall.
Let's go. That's all we are, is real.
We were concerned about, since last playoffs, why wasn't Jalen Brunson acting like more of a point guard? And when I say we, let's get specific. It was you and Flea. Ooh, Monkey Wrench. Thank you for a little interruption here. It says you've been a member for 3 months. This shit feel like I knew you my whole life, Monkey Wrench. You family now. Last year, Pacers taught me that we have to peak at the right time. That time is now, not back in November or December. We are peaking right now. Let's go, Knicks. That's the interesting part. Are we peaking now? We said we're about to play. We knocked out Denver. We got into a slugfest with OKC. We know that all we got to do is keep our hands to ourselves with SGA because they're going to give them. And don't let it happen in the finals because the refs letting that go. We got the West on smash. We got the West on smash. Did little brother, the Pistons, did they hit the gym on ball? Did they do their push-ups? Did they get their workout on in the summer? Sure. Did they smack us around a little bit? But Flea been told you guys that shit don't mean nothing until them playoffs. Flea's been saying this since I known him. Yo, dog, that regular season shit is cute. It's beaut, as some young ladies say. We haven't. Cade Cunningham has not been tested in the playoffs. Durant, none of you guys have gotten past the first round. We keep talking about finals and finals appearances, conference finals. It takes steps. Flea's been talking about this all the time. So was I scared of the Detroit Pistons? They put up a little fight. That's what little brother does sometimes. And then you realize, like, hold on. I'm big bro. I'm big bro. We got our guy. What's our guy? OG the Juice Man?
Just saying.
Jalen Stockton? Carl Anthony Malone? What's going on out here, old boy? Mikal Bridges is smacking dudes. Go get off me, man. And let's not forget who crossed that court when Bridges and Homeboy got into it, old boy. Brooklyn's finest. Jose. Walked across that court. Let him know, yo, dog, I got this, Mikal. You don't get that tech. That's what I'm here for. We got the agitators. We got some things in place. Ooh, I should pull that up. I'm bugging, old boy.
Let's go.
I'll let it get to you before we transition. Mike Brown with some powerful words during his last press conference. I'm gonna pull that up while you give us a little transition session. My bad.
Yes. For me, we are peaking as Knicks at the right time. And you see how people make excuses for the Detroit Pistons? What about us? How many times we played them? No Deuce, no Mitch, right? No Alvarado. We've never been fully healthy. So for me, it's just funny that a team that hasn't beaten you in the playoffs yet, we sit up here and we just so fearful of them. Listen, how many times
all balls in diabolical mode when he lets a chuckle out before the punchline.
Listen,
he's not playing with you.
I laugh, right? Because how many people, Stephen A. Smith, how many analysts, how many just basketball people say the regular season they care about the playoffs. But when Detroit beats the Knicks, it means everything in the world. So Detroit beat the Knicks in the regular season, that means they're the best team. But if all we care about is the playoffs, who's 1-0 in the playoffs?
Hold on. Now that you say that, right? The first thing we said, excuse me, don't let me pull my brother up here real quick. I'm bugging. You know what? You're playing too many games with these dudes, old boy. Who was the first person to talk about? All right, Pistons looking good, but they might be missing something, bro. Remember, on AllBall TV, we will pull receipts. On our own. That's what we do. They trying to take a little long to load over here, old boy. How dare you? Ooh. Look who it is.
And Jaden Ivey still hasn't played yet. And he might be expendable at this point. He might be able to be in the package deal that I think that they need to make a move and go get Devin Booker. Bring him home. I just think that there needs to be a guard. And Jaden Ivey still hasn't played.
He tried to warn y'all.
And how long ago was that? Please, what's the stamp on that?
It says 3 months. November 17th, 2025. Colin Flea tried to tell y'all asses, Kate is nice, but come playoff time, if you ain't got that other guy, Not with that kind of offense. And all you Pistons fans got in the comments and try to play the guard, oh boy.
And now we have people seeing it for what it is. I've seen a couple platforms now falling back from Detroit. Now all of a sudden, somebody else said maybe Devin Booker needs to go there. Flea and KNICKS Rehab was on that months ago. But then I seen someone on one of the big networks. All of a sudden now, you shut down Cade. The Pistons is trash.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all a bunch of G League analysts. How about that? G League analysts out here, oh boy. They can't compare. Not with Fleece Stradamus. Hi, oh boy. How March 7th, what's that? So 5 months or earlier. Flea told you this. 5 months later, Kate is sitting down. 20-point lead for the Pistons, and you can't hold it. Why? Because you're relying way too much on a superstar.
Fabian, how many times have I said after Cade, who is these niggas? How many times? How many times? I'm not saying they don't belong in the NBA, but after Cade come, and I said this the other day on live. We got a new coach, so we implementing a new offense, right? So of course we wasn't going to have the same effect, the same season as last season. No excuse. That's just facts. I'm just the only maniac that think you can change a coach and things stay the same. But as we see, it don't work like that, right? So you have the Knicks. You have Philly. Let's be realistic. Embiid, unhealthy. Paul George, dirt. They're relying on Maxey and a rookie. Granted, Halliburton, Pacers, done. Boston all year, no Tatum. Atlanta, dismantled, no Trae Young. We can say what we want. Trae Young had them in playoff contention every year. Oh, and might I add, the Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis. So imagine if Milwaukee, Philly, Atlanta, if all these teams, Boston, Indiana, is fully healthy out of Detroit. We've never seen where a team caught the league off guard.
The Cavaliers.
Say it again.
Last year, all the 2026 Pistons, a remix of the 2025 Cleveland Cavaliers. Hold on, old boy, don't tell me. Boom, 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 boom.
Tell me
what you gonna do
when it ain't nowhere to hide. When judgment comes for you.
Judgment comes for you.
I don't know what he said.
I miss my Uncle Charles. We know that much. See you at the crossroad, Pistons. Oh, boy. You got me thinking more and more now. Are the Pistons? What my man Stab said? I smell something.
Yeah. I smell. I smell. Is that you, Duran? I smell. Is that you, Amir? I smell. Is that you, Tobias? I smell pussy. Yeah. Bum ass niggas. Fuck out of here. When we lose 3 in a row, the world stops. The world ends. Pistons lose 3 in a row. Don't worry about it, right? The fuck out of here. We on y'all niggas head tops all day. Big shout out Damo Davi. Another dub. Another beautiful orange. I hate the Knicks with a passion, but y'all beat us in the playoffs. Hold on. I got to say that again. Because Damo, We hate y'all with a passion too. Listen, I love honesty. Damo Davi, thank you for your $20. We're gonna keep going back. We're gonna keep doing this shit like Funk Flex. You know how he keep going back? But look, I hate the Knicks with a passion.
Hold on, ain't no Funk Flex here. It's a number Fabian Ball, man.
This is what we're gonna do. My apologies. We're gonna treat this right now like Funk Flex. I'm gonna read it, and when you drop the bomb, I'm gonna go back to the beginning. So we're gonna do this for about 2-3 minutes. Yeah. Y'all want entertainment? I hate the Knicks with a passion, but y'all beat us in the playoffs and earn the right to talk shit. We gotta lock in and take care of business in the playoffs, and hopefully I get to be the one talking, but ain't looking good. Damo Davi, thank you for your $20. I'm going to read it again. I hate the Knicks with a passion, but y'all beat us in the playoffs and earn the right to talk shit. We got to lock it and take care of business in the playoffs, and hopefully I get to be the one talking, but ain't looking good. Fucking y'all niggas talking about, nigga. Fucking y'all. Well, Fabian Flex. Hot Knicks Rehab 9-7. We in the building. Fuck out of here. Yeah. Hey, man, big shout out Damo Davi. It's not only about the bread. We love all y'all support, but just to be an honest, real sports fan, and understand how this thing go. When y'all kick our ass, y'all talk shit. When we kick y'all ass, we talk shit. This is what we do up here. Listen, Fabian, are the Detroit Pistons starting to show their hand? I'm not saying they're not a good team. We will never sit up here and say that Cade Cunningham isn't a great player, right? We have never say that. But has everyone jumped the gun when it came to the Pistons? Because like Fleet always said, how were they able to skip steps from the whole history of the NBA? 50, however many years, 60 years, whatever it is. You telling me the Pistons is that special that you go from 14 games, losing in the first round, to now championship contention? Fabian, are we exaggerating, or do we know what the hell we talking about and we just calling it how we see it?
You got to react in real time. That's why all respect to Damo. See, we don't like all of you guys ODing, trying to do the extras. We don't. That's not what we do, man. Y'all are way too out of here. Damo understands, yo, bro, I'm not liking this. When you go into the playoffs, at some point, Cade got to sit down. What do we have if Cade sits down? The Nets? The Nets? You couldn't handle your business against the Nets? Isaiah Stewart just said, I'm the best defensive player in the league. Huh? Cade Cunningham just said, I'm better than everybody. Spurs just waxed that ass. You seen Jaylen Brown bow down. Hold on. I said I was the best human. That guy's an alien. Don't even mention me with him. See, end of the year's coming around. Starting to feel that pressure. Don't get it twisted.
Say it
Boston
again.
Celtics.
No. Say it again, that word you just said, that P word.
Pressure.
Fabian, if Pistons fans and the Pistons players, if we could sit up here and act like that pressure ain't starting to sink in. Remember, Fabian, the regular season don't last forever. So you can have a regular season great all you want. But Fabian, is that pressure starting to sink in where it's like, because remember, to do all this and your ass ain't in the finals? Fabian, tell me it's that pressure.
And they were acting like we were bugging during the season when we win, and we're like, how long? Look, this shit got so crazy. Nobody's flaming Brunson like us.
No, nobody.
And I know for a fact Brunson's listening to us. It's spiritual with us. Brunson, you know when you hear us talking, it's different. Jalen. Yo, bro, what you doing? You can't get your man involved. You could get Hart involved, but you can't get Towns involved. Cade, what you saying to your teammates right now? Who's the veteran on the Pistons? Anybody on that in that organization that can talk championship?
But Fabian, you ain't even got to go that far. Who's the player over there with playoff experience? Forget champion. Who's the guy over there that's made multiple deep playoff runs? That was Michael Jordan in the playoffs.
Oh, you asked playoff experience at first. I was gonna say Tobias Harris.
Hey, my point exactly.
Duncan Robinson.
My point exactly. I ain't got no playoff experience, and I ain't listening to them niggas.
And Tobias is from the town, town adjacent. But you know,
this Pistons Knicks rivalry, you know, I love it because Detroit, that fan base is like us, right? That city of Detroit is like us. They love they players, they love their city, they rugged, they tough, and they don't take no shit. That's why I love to have smoke with the Pistons fans, because they don't lay down. All these other fan bases, listen, Detroit is the real deal, right? But they have to realize y'all ain't been there yet. We've been there, right? We've been to the conference final. We've been to the semi-conference finals. We've had legendary first-round playoffs. Legendary already. Y'all ain't do that yet. So for people to really really try to gas themselves up when they make these Detroit Piston takes, it's comical. And to be a Knicks fan, and it's okay to be a little worried. That's human nature. But to really say to yourself, if we meet Detroit in the playoffs, we should be scared. What's the difference between them and us last season? Now, granted, Cade has took his game, Fabian, to a whole other level. I give you that. But besides that, what's the difference? Who has the better roster? They may have the better coach, but we have the better roster. We have more experience. We have the best clutch player. We have the best big man with the best skill set. So for me, you know, Cherokee is in the building. The ladies of AllBall TV is in the building. So for me, Fabian, you can't lose to the Brooklyn Nets and act like it's nothing. You can't lose 3 in a row when all season you've been looking like a juggernaut, and now things are getting closer to the playoffs, and it's starting to look like you're breaking down, and then you're watching the Knicks, how we beat San Antonio, how we lost to OKC, which in my book mentally was a win because it proved, we can hang with y'all niggas, and we ain't even play our best basketball. And the ref cheated us.
Hang.
Oh, and by the way, beat Denver by 40.
That wasn't hanging. That was, we found a strategy. Like, we don't have to get into Brunson all over again, but we've held him accountable. And apparently, AllBall, Mike Brown understands accountability.
This team, it's deep. It's really good. These guys are connected. They're all sacrificing. The competitive spirit is there. You see it night in and night out. And they believe. They believe in each other. You see how our bench is up all game. We've gotten delay of games because our guys are up cheering for each other, and we're all holding each other accountable. I'm being held accountable, which is great. And I knew we needed to continue taking our lumps while trying to figure it out. and they needed to work at it. I needed to work at it, and it just wasn't going to happen. And, you know, we had to make adjustments here, adjustments there, and all our guys stayed with it. They just believed, and it's starting to show now. But, you know, when I took this job, I just looked at the roster, and I was like, whoa, you know, we got some length. We got some guys that can play physical. We got some versatility. You know, it's all there for a good defensive team makeup, you know, and so it's starting to show after the work that we've put in while believing and staying connected.
Listen, let me tell you something about Mike Brown. You may not like him, but he's going to figure out a way to make you like him. Like the way he put his speeches and his words together is legendary. Like, I love what he said right there. I love what Mike Brown said right there, because, you know, he's taking accountability, and he's also letting us know that, you know, this thing is going to take some time, but he sees the type of roster he has. And Mike Brown is basically saying, if I can get these guys to believe and play a certain way and play to our strengths, like he said, we have size, we have physicality, we have guys that can play a certain style of basketball, we will be champions. As y'all can see, we ain't got to worry about no teams in the West. I'm going to say it again. As y'all see, we don't have to worry about no teams in the West. Mo, what up? Mo is in the building. We ain't got to worry about San Antonio. We ain't got to worry about Denver. And I've been telling y'all, I ain't worried about OKC. The only way I'm worrying about OKC is if the referees is on their side. Besides that, we ain't worrying about the West. We worrying about the East. And as y'all see, we are peaking and playing right basketball at the perfect time. At the perfect time. So for me, Fabian, I love what Mike Brown just said, because like I said, man, he knows what to say. And he knows the game of basketball. We may not like him at times, right? We still may not like him. We still may want him to get the fuck up out of here, right? But let's be realistic. Some of the things he says makes 100% sense. And like he said, when I seen this roster has potential to win a championship if we play the right style of basketball. You just got to believe. You just got to make the right plays. You got to be smart and take care of the basketball. Listen, we cannot ignore that the best team in the East is starting to backslide a little bit. In my opinion, we one of the best teams in the East. We starting to go the opposite direction. Fabian, this is perfect time. And I don't care what nobody says. This is when you want to play your best basketball, right? We all know in the beginning of the season, the first half of the season, the schedule is sweet for everybody. But now the second half of the season, shit get real. And for us, we are playing the best basketball against some of the best teams in the NBA. So I don't understand how people can ignore that, but continue to glaze Detroit and act like them losing these 3 games in a row means nothing. Because we all know if the Knicks lose 3 games in a row, that's front page. That's the first topic on all these networks. Now y'all get to laugh at us and joke at us. So for me, Fabian, I don't understand. I would never understand how we just came from the conference finals. Our guys was all-stars, all-NBA, clutch player of the year. We won the NBA Cup, and we still don't get no respect. Like I said, we lose 2 games in a row with all that we did last season up until now. It means nothing. But Detroit, we beat them in the first round. Then this season, they have a great season. But when they start losing some ball games, it's crickets. It means nothing. Comical.
And Monkey Wrench, great comment. Never mind the East. We are one of the best teams in the league, not just the East. That's important because, yeah, Piston fans, y'all got the chip later, you know, a lot sooner. We go back in time in our lifetime. All right, cool. The West was, you know, a gauntlet. So far this year, if we go with the regular season, of course, Pistons smacked us around and we used the reason. And hold on, this ain't the playoffs. Boston smacked us around last year. You saw the results of that. And the reason why we're stating that is because, yeah, the Celtics were champions, but we got playoff experience.
Right.
Yeah. Spurs, and we smacked, we beat the Spurs, we beat Denver. We're in the game with OKC. By the way, OKC used to smack us around last year. But on top of all these playoff wins, these regular season wins, we got the playoff background the last 4 years to go, oh, when the pressure's all on. This is some of the competitive spirit that kicks in, and we show it in the regular season in showdowns with the Pistons and the Nuggets. Going back to Mike Brown, it's important for him to, express being held accountable, the team, everyone's holding each other accountable, because we were getting sick and tired of you just piling on with everybody else, kicking cats back in. We had to check ourselves. AllBall, like, yo, hold on. Is he soft? Real quick before I go too forward here. I think you and Flea were right about Cat no longer being soft, but the reason why is wrong. It's not just because he's rebounding. It's that earlier in the year, it's not just now that Cat's playing defense. It was earlier in the year. I was saying, like, yo, hold on. He's kind of D'ing up. Got to fix the foul trouble, but now we got Cat playing defense. You can't be soft and play defense.
But yeah.
Soft and play defense. And that's a credit to Mike Brown, the team, everybody being on one page. And if he's saying it, Mitchell Robinson last week just said, yo, I need the ball more. He said it out loud. Did he say it to them? Maybe.
Right.
But we see the results. So everyone's being held accountable for the things that we've been arguing about, stressing for over a year now. And AllBall, I don't know how you feeling, but the fact that Mike Brown expresses that, it's music to my ears.
Listen, what you just said about Cat, I gotta commend you. And we all remember, we've said it a little while ago. We all gonna have to give Cat a huge apology. Because Fabian, not only is he playing defense, he's not settling for the 3-point shot. He's actually posting up now. He's actually in the paint. He's actually down there getting rebounds, right? So listen, our guys are starting to understand at the right time. Brunson and Cat, whether we think they like each other or not, whether we think there's chemistry there or not, they are both starting to understand what their strengths are, right? Brunson's strength, we know, is scoring, but now he has an extra one, facilitating. Karl Anthony Towns has turned into the best rebounder in the game, has the most double-doubles in the NBA. How do we ignore that? Right? OG peaking at the perfect time. Then you add in Alvarado. How do people ignore that? See, for me, Fabian, when other teams make these adjustments, start peaking at this time, and then make a trade or a move that makes them better, we all talk championship. But when it's our Knicks, it means nothing. We've beaten some of the best teams in the NBA all season. We all know the West has the better teams. Those teams are healthy, right? Think about it. Let's be for real. In the East, Giannis, unhealthy. Embiid, unhealthy. No Halliburton. No Tatum. Trae Young is gone. We can say what we want. He was a nemesis of ours. Miami was struggling back and forth. No Tyler Hero, right? So let's be for real. In the West, every time we played those guys, healthy, and we stomping them out. So for me, I just don't understand how people can just ignore that. And I'm going to keep alluding to, when we lose to bad teams, the whole world knows. When Detroit lose to a bad team, they try to sweep it under the rug. Nobody on social media laughing. Nobody's making a joke. You see all the Pistons fans in here making excuses except for one Pistons fan.
Damo. Shout out to Damo.
Big shout out Damo. The only Pistons fan that's keeping it real. Everybody else is hiding under their covers or they in here making excuses. Keep it real. When we look like shit, I curse everybody out. I don't give a fuck who it is. Ain't nobody a bigger Brunson stand than me. At times I'm going, nigga, you can go too. So miss me with thinking that today, and y'all on this 3-game loser streak, it doesn't mean nothing. Fabian, you said something, the pressure. The great Floyd Mayweather always said, I don't care how great you are, the bright lights hit different. Detroit ain't been in that moment yet. Y'all ain't been in no conference finals yet. Y'all ain't been in no semi-conference finals where you got a closeout game knowing if you don't close this out, y'all might go home. Y'all ain't go through none of that yet. Y'all ain't got no bright lights like New York. Y'all ain't got no hate like New York.
Y'all ain't hollering at the baddie.
Tiger Girl, what up, Tiger Girl?
Right on cue. You ain't trying to holler at the baddie. It's different, and that's when men know, men respect, like the hold on. You did okay. I see you.
Big Baby Sports is in the building. Big shout out, Big Baby Sports. That's our brother from the other side, the West Coast, doing great work for the Lakers. Big shout out, Big Baby Sports. Big shout out to the whole chat. Y'all know the drill. Hit that like button, share, like, subscribe. We need y'all to become members. We need more members. Get y'all asses in there and become members. But Fabian,
shout out Dime Dropper too, man.
Oh man, listen, our brother Dime Dropper over there from LA, Clippers guy, but that's our brother. We love Dime. Big shout out Dime Dropper, man. Always, man. Fabian, I gotta ask you, right? The playoffs are approaching.
Before we get there, I'm sorry, because you were talking about KAT, Mike Brown. I didn't want to let this go, because does Fabian have to retract the retraction? Ant-Man sending some shots on the latest laws with the Timberwolves.
I don't know. Chris, man. Yeah. I wish I had an answer for you. I do got an answer, but I don't want to say it.
So in there, the fans.
But what happened?
The Twitter sphere is speculating. They were asking him what went wrong in the second quarter, and Ant-Man says, I don't know, man, but I got an idea. I'm not going to say.
Hold on, say it again. Somebody on the court said what?
Ant-Man is saying they asked him about the second quarter and what went wrong. And he was like, I don't know. I got an idea, but I don't want to say. So the Twitter and social media is like, yo, he's sending the shot at his teammates, right? As soon as I seen that, I'm like, I hope AllBall don't see this. Because that same teammate, one of those teammates, was a Knick before. At this point, before finals, before the second playoffs with the new teammates, Randle's on the Timberwolves now, former Knick. KAT is now a Knick. We've gone through our ups and downs, and we've seen Jalen Brunson and go back and forth. We've seen Ant-Man check Brunson.
Yes.
Yo, yes. Don't call him Carl.
Yeah.
That's how shaky it was with Brunson and KAT. Is it time to claim victory in the Karl-Anthony Towns Julius Randle trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves?
You have to ask yourself that. Listen, you have listen. I'll be very brief. You have to ask yourself that. I've alluded to this forever. I'm not a Julius Randle fan, has never been. If we still had Julius Randle, the position we've been in these last couple seasons, we would have not been in. It's just that simple. Karl-Anthony Towns is a way better player. He seems like a way better person to play with, to be around. So for me, I never thought Julius Randle was good for us. And now it's starting to show. He's not having a great tenure with the Timberwolves. That's Ant-Man and them other players around him. Ant-Man has stepped his level up tremendously. Yes, they have been in the conference finals the last 2 seasons. But let's stop acting like, you know, us getting rid of Julius Randle for KAT was a bad thing. That was a great thing. He was a cancer in the locker room. He was a cancer on the court. He didn't care about his teammates. Just a bad guy to be around. Let's call it what it is. How many players and people you seen in the media every time after the game he going over speaking to his family? Yo, bro, you can do that after the game. This is your family right now. Like, so we, you know, for me, you have to deal with that. I'm not. Remember how long I've been saying? I was saying it 3 years ago. Yo, go get KAT, get Randle out of here. I never thought it would happen, but I just think Karl Anthony Towns, he just gives us a better opportunity to win a championship. I'm sorry. Like, you know, I know people are going to say, you know, Julius Randle was here. He got us to the playoffs. Yes, right? He was an all-star, and I give you that. But let's stop acting like Julius Randle would be a piece that can get you to the promised land. Now, if he's a fourth option and he can understand that, then maybe. But in his mind, he's a number one option. I've watched him get the ball and people mope. So for me, Ant-Man don't want to say it, but they need to be careful because Ant-Man is planning his exit, his escape. Believe that. But listen, Ant-Man don't want to say it, but I'm pretty sure he would be so happy if they could find a way to get rid of Julius Randle for another player. Because Julius Randle ain't it. I'm sorry. Miss me with Randle. And hold on. A 24K Minds. I'm not Randle. I'm saying he needs to be the fourth option on the team. He doesn't need to be the second option. Like, just imagine if you had Julius Randle as a fourth option. And he understands that, and he's going to do all the other little things. He's going to be the enforcer. He's going to get the rebounds. He's going to play tough, right? He's going to defend. Then I think that puts you to a whole nother level. But with his mindset, bro, with that size, with that strength, with that physicality, he ain't a great rebounder. He ain't a great defender. Listen, we know who Ant-Man is talking about, and I'm going to be honest. Thank God we got off of the Julius Randle train, because that would have been a disaster.
Oh, you son of a bitch. It took some time. Let's not forget, Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle had some time together with R.J. Barrett before they traded for OG and made some things happen. And Flea's not here, so I'm glad I don't get to, he don't get to hear all of, they call it the glazing.
Hold on. Hey Mo, what you said? He be the man on the team in Djibouti. That's a fact. There go your answer. That's a Knicks fan. There go your answer when you ask about Julius Randle.
Right on cue. Perfect timing, Mo. I think now that Karl Anthony Towns is going to finish his second season with us, and the fact that he subliminally got Jalen Brunson to change his game, if this is Brunson changing his game all ball, all bets is off. This would be a wash. Not a wash. This will be a landslide. You don't trade if you're the Timberwolves or the Lakers or the Celtics or whoever else. When you trade for Karl Anthony Towns, you already got these players in place, like, you know, Tatum and Luka. They know what they're gonna do. With Brunson, him and KAT didn't fit, and the fact that it took this long, Brunson being hard-headed and stubborn like we are, and he's saying, I'm about to go be a point guard for this guy. Karl Anthony Towns might be either a real genius or an accidental genius, but if he got Jalen Brunson to play point guard on the low, then this is, forget championship. You get the 6-foot guard who can score 45 points in a series to go be Isaiah Thomas and dish that rock. Randle wouldn't do that. Randle wasn't willing to shoot 5 shots a game and protest in that manner. He'd rather shake up the locker room. Everybody knew that. This guy's a head case. He'd rather flick off the fans. Don't tell me KAT didn't experience the same hate Julius Randle did.
Yeah, probably even more, honestly, because with Randle, there was no championship expectations. Now we have championship expectations, and you're correct. KAT gets a lot of flack, but you know, I see people in the comments. Y'all got to understand, this is who we are. We talk and call things in real time. I'm liable tomorrow if we lose to the Lakers. Now I'm back on KAT's ass. Yeah, that's me. I'm unapologetic about that, right? But I seen someone ask a question, and they say, if the Knicks don't win it all this year, is it a failure? Yes, because I've been saying all year we are championship contention, while a lot of people didn't believe it, right? But I've been on that train all year, and for me, it is championship or bust. No Tatum all season, Embiid in and out the lineup, no Halliburton. Like you said, we don't believe in Cleveland. I think they're a little better with James Harden, but I still don't think they would beat us. Orlando didn't take the leap that everybody think they were supposed to take. Miss me with Toronto, right? So, yeah, I think if we don't win a championship, or at least in the finals, it's a dogfight, 7-game series, every game going down to the wire, yes, the season is a failure. But, Fabian, let me ask you something. Right now, do you think Ant-Man misses Karl Anthony Towns on the court with him?
100%.
No, stay there. Do you think he watches KAT with the Knicks and gets a little jealous, saying that, damn, that I had that with me? When you look at Julius Randle as the option besides KAT?
Where's he from? Where's Ant-Man from?
ATL, baby, Georgia.
He knows what that is. Even for those of you that don't know, Atlanta got a bunch of New York transplants over there. You saw Atlanta damn near became the mecca of hip hop in the last 20 years. If not, it has been on the really what it is. All the stars they birthed. Ant-Man sees that. He knows what Showtime is. That guy is Showtime. He knows what sidekick he wants, and he knows which one he doesn't want. This guy's a nutcase. We always thought Julius Randle was a nutcase, and it was always this miracle, it felt like, when OG got here and the team was balanced out and Hartenstein was here, of course, alongside with him. But Ant-Man totally misses Karl Anthony Towns. He was like his little big brother. Like, that relationship does he have with Julius Randle? Like, Randle probably comes off like not a prick, but just, can I really talk to you? I might really, like, Ant-Man feels like this guy might swing on me. Why would I want to talk to you? I don't want to fight you.
Yeah,
I'm going to fight you, and you still don't get it.
Yeah,
that's a different kind of dude.
Yeah, but I think, you know, I don't think Ant-Man is worried about that. I think Ant-Man is just saying, like, wow, Minnesota, like, y'all did the Knicks a favor. Y'all ain't do me a favor. Like, y'all did the Knicks a favor, and y'all fucked me over. Like, let's be for real. Who wants to play alongside Julius Randle? I never was a Randle fan, so I'm not going to sit up here and glaze that, you know, he got it to the, I don't care about none of that. My brother Fabian to tell y'all, I never was a Randle fan, ever in my life, ever. So, you know.
Just to be clear, I was never a Randle fan until OG got here, and we had 8 other dudes to help out and make up for whatever Randle was causing in the locker room.
Yeah. So, you know, listen, and that all ties in the Knicks rehab, because we all know, you know, Randle was a Knick, right? And, you know, you got to respect him to a certain extent, but we have to be honest. His style of basketball, it wasn't going to work. You are not going to be successful with a player like that, with that style of basketball, especially with that mindset. In his mind, he's a number one option. In his mind, a team or organization should be built around him. So for me, like I said, the Timberwolves did the Knicks a favor. And at the same time, the Timberwolves, they kind of giving Ant-Man a reason to make the comment that he made in the All-Star game. When he told them young dudes in Atlanta, I'm trying to come home. Cold in Minnesota. Listen, ATL. That's the town. Know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Yeah.
The only thing that Randle had with us is that he wouldn't have signed for the $60 million a year. He ended up signing for $35 million a year, and it would have been a cheaper contract. So they have an out with that. But they had something, man. The Goldberg Cat thing, Western Conference Finals. Are they gonna go back to that?
I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna be crazy. Hey, chat, tell me if I'm crazy. I know a perfect landing spot for Julius Randle. Perfect. And it might take them to the next level because they have a coach and they have a system and they have they just have it to where you kind of gotta, the pecking order is you ain't gonna you have to obey it. But it'll mean kind of bad for our Knicks. Julius Randle be perfect in Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again, and I hate giving this advice, right, to the ops, right? But in a great way. When we say ops, we don't mean enemies, and because these young dudes nowadays, right? Julius Randle would be perfect with the Detroit Pistons. He would be perfect because JB will convince him to play a certain style of basketball, and that's what they're missing. Remember, he can shoot the three, he can handle the basketball, right? And he's physical. So listen, if the Detroit Pistons, because I think Devin Booker, I think that's too much for them. They would have to give up a lot. They would have to give up a lot. And to me, that would kind of set them back a little bit. But if Julius Randle wants to find a home where he can be the nut that he wants to be, I think it's the Detroit Pistons.
He probably prefer going back home to Texas somewhere. But I'm with you 1,000%. Let's get to these super chats, old ball. Twilliam, thank you for your $2. Salute, fellas. Appreciate y'all. Now, we appreciate you, Thrill. You and your pops. You already know what it is, man. Salute to both of y'all. King Speech. Yeah, thank you for your $2. Pistons. Ain't won around since Obama was a senator. Oh, shit.
Thank you, King Speech, because they be getting on us about when the last time we won. Thank you for that.
That was well put, man. Jonathan Cruz, thank you for your $5. Pistons, who fuck out of here. Lost to a bad team, and I'm a Sixers fan. Love y'all show. Jonathan Cruz. The haters must assemble. Thank you, my brother. William, thank you for your $2 again. Sending love and light to you and the family. You already know. Likewise, bro. Appreciate you. Gail Barry, thank you for your $5. Hi, guys. Did y'all see Dadiet last night with the sweet stroke? I have to pause that. I wouldn't give up on him just yet. Knicks played as a team last night. Things are looking good. I will say this, all about that. Anytime you have a young guy like that, you want him to come in and show out because I hate to put it this way, but you need to increase your trade value because if this ain't, you might like this place, you might want to be, you see the bright lights and everything, but you might not want to be here. You get to choose your landing spot. Like Leon Rose and them, they were kind of fair with a couple of dudes, maybe aside from Obi, but they were fair with some guys. They sent homeboy to Miami, if I'm not mistaken, right? The point guard that we got from Detroit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that ain't a bad landing spot, Gail. So he did look aggressive. That's what it was. Like that's what was electric about last night. Dog. We were so on fire. The rookie came in there and went, yeah.
Hey, yo, for bashment. Yeah. Because when I say something crazy, he gonna try to keep talking and try to be the perfect analyst. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Sweet story is crazy.
He paid for me to say now.
Yeah, fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck what he paid for. Big shout out to him. He know we love him to death, but you ain't gonna get around that.
Always shows love.
Yeah, big shout out Gail Barry always.
Thank you for your other $2. Shout out to Jalen's fake hairline. Hey, I'm in no position to talk about that, King's Speech, but you guys with the great hairlines, you can laugh at that. Oh, Jalen Rose fake hairline. He been had the fraud system going on. He been had the What'd your man Cat call Steve Harvey shit with the man unit?
Steve Steve Harvey, that might go down in history. All this time, nobody knew that was fake.
Hold on. Shout out to my man Joe Rose. He
knew.
He told me that dog. He told me that shit like 20 years ago. I was like, what?
He might be a witch, bro. Yo, I used to be saying this nigga got his barber with him 24/7. Like that means as soon as he come out the bathroom, his barber's right there. As soon as he come out, like every 15 minutes, and that shit was a hair unit. Go.
Hair unit is crazy.
Go.
Big Baby Sports. Thank you for your $4.99. Great show. Keep up the great work. Everybody go follow Big Baby Sports. Always shows us mad love, and we always show him love back because he loves us and we love him, man. That's how it goes down. I don't know how you got Genie in the building, man. That's what, Big Baby. We need Genie in the building. Ask her if you want to fuck. If you fucking with us,
that's good. Listen, we talk about Steve Harvey hairline goat shit. Big Baby, that's double goat shit. Nigga got Genie Bus on screen. That nigga's under Big Baby.
Hold on. He had James Worthy in there. Nah.
Nigga had Genie Bus, nigga.
Nah, yeah, Genie Bus.
Come on, bro. Come on.
We tried. You remember we Googled the pictures a lot?
Listen. Yo, man, this dude, man. Get this dude.
We went crazy. We went crazy. Domo, I like this comment you said. KAT trade was good for y'all, but that Bridges trade was brutal. Exactly. It was like, yeah, you're right. We could have made the KAT trade. We didn't need to make the McHale trade. You know, obviously they knew they were trading Dante though.
No, right. But just real quick, just to stay with that for maybe 30 seconds, what made it brutal was the picks. Because remember, if we don't give up all those picks, like Stephen A. Smith said, we can laugh at him all we want, but he's inside and he has the inside scoop on things. Fabian, if we got 3 of those picks, yeah, we might have gotten a Giannis, but we could have got someone because a lot of teams want picks. So for us to not have no picks, that's what jammed us up. Even though I love Alvarado and Sohan, those were great pickups. But just imagine if we had some of those picks, at least 2-3 of them. That shit would have made a big difference. But Damo is 100% correct. That Bridges trade with those picks, that's what makes it brutal.
I just read the first 3 words and I'm like, whoa. Stacks time and different. Thank you for all the love always and your $5. Fade over Marvin Gaye, AllBall. Light-skinned Jaheim Flea. Over young Eddie Levert looking ass. Nah, but yo, much love. Yo, Fade, I'm going to email you if that's cool. Yeah, email us, bro. Please do. Remember, you doing your thing over there. Keep it up. All that stuff. Remember, everybody was like you said, what's homeboy's name? Trash.
Yeah, Bubba
Dub. Like, once you come up and follow your thing, Stacks time, and don't give up. Keep that shit going because you are breaking the game down. So email me if you need, whatever you need, bro. We out here. You show us love all the time. You remember, like that shit is always fact. You see it when AllBall says it, please says it, like meaning from the bottom of my heart. Like you see us grinding from the bottom to the top. We make it to the top. You know AllBall's gonna sell us out. But we're gonna reel them back in because this shit is amazing. So what y'all be the love y'all be showing.
I'm definitely selling them out. I'm just letting y'all know that now. Y'all ever seen the movie James Brown Get Up? You see what he did to them niggas? I'm just saying. Look out.
And don't act like he didn't tell us. Oh, for Bashman back at it. Thank you for your $10. I think Knicks need to drop what they can to the Bucks to get Giannis with Brunson. Ooh, so we're back at the crossroads, AllBall.
Hey, for Bashman, thank you for your $10. You bringing up some bullshit, Fabian. We got to spend at least a minute on that. He paid for that, right? I'm gonna be honest. If we win the championship, or we go to the championship, and it's a dog fight, right? Because sometimes in life you can lose, but you still get the props and respect as if you won, right? We've all had fights before where, hey, somebody might have got the best of you, but everybody around you go, yo, my dude, you held it down. If the Knicks can do that or win a championship, no disrespect, the hell with Giannis. unless Giannis flat out comes out and says in the offseason, I got to hear from him, Fabian. I don't want to hear rumors. I don't want to hear it around nowhere else. Unless he flat out comes out and says, I only want to play for New York, then we pull a trigger. But if we're in the finals or we win a championship, I'm sorry. I think that Giannis train has passed. My opinion. I'm sorry.
I think Giannis at this point, where I'm standing right now, yo, bro, you shot yourself in the foot. You had the summertime, and you were saying it like you just come out and say it, because now it's another year under the books, bro. You guys ain't getting any younger. So when it's supposed to trade for you a bunch of players, I mean, maybe you can cash straight up or whatever it is, and then what? Like, we're finally starting to get Brunson to play point guard if he's doing this. If we go out and play, if Brunson's playing like this, forget. I don't care if he's shooting 3 for 13. It's over. I'm calling it right now. It's over. It's over. You can't get a point guard who can score like this and then is willing to pass. That's a different level of. See, I'm already seeing that far ahead. Like, this is a different person on the court. Giannis, too little, too late for your ass. You fucked up. You could have had this starting from September and pushing Brunson to be this guy. And maybe you didn't know because you never had a point guard like this anyway. So I don't want a guy around. We don't need another guy who's going to try to push his weight around in the organization when we had that with Randle.
That's a good point.
Now we get that back with you. Yes, you are an MVP, but how much of the team do we have to trade going back to that? Even though you are the guy that you do make that trade for, bro, you blew your load. I ain't pausing it.
It's also.
Oh boy, he seriously had a chance to go to New York, like you said. Well, how many superstars do we hear say, I want to come to New York? He had a chance to do it and didn't put the pressure on him. Kendrick Perkins was right.
And I think also, if we are successful this season, I think, a lot of other players are going to look at us and now we'll be the team to where you want to come over here to win a championship. So think about, now we just need, 1 or 2 pieces, not a superstar, to just keep us in contention. You get what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, I think the Giannis thing, like I said, he played too many games not off season. He played too many games this season, and during the trade deadline, listen, I ain't got time to be playing with Giannis, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, get out of here. Like, we heard Kobe go on the radio, Stephen A. Smith, that was his man. Yo, just trade me, bro. And he was in LA after he got Shaq traded and still had the balls to say, yo, just trade me, bro. I want out of here. I want to get away from these bums. You ain't got the balls, bro. Giannis straight up.
Hold on. Let me say this. And this is something that people may not agree with, but I'm fine with that. Giannis, Giannis is starting to remind me of Luka Doncic. Let me explain. You're going to have the numbers, but is your impact on winning the same? Does anybody even care? Like, does your game translate anymore to where your championship contention? Luka is playing with LeBron James, and no one has them in championship contention. But Luka is still considered All NBA, best player in the NBA, top this MVP candidate. As great as Giannis is his effect on the basketball game the same as it was 3-4 years ago? To my opinion, you see where the game is going. It's going back to guards, a la SGA, Ant-Man, right? Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham. So for Giannis to be saying he don't want to play with a certain type of ball player, bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have to get it off the board, my nigga. Just saying.
Ooh. Which is, I don't agree with the first part of that statement, but that's another monkey wrench. Can you play in Mike Brown's system? Because Mike Brown apparently is stubborn as a mule too. I'm not letting up. Yo, JB, you want to go handle this? This is the system. This is where we are now. We said, Mike Brown, we don't respect you, right? Well, it got to a point where Brunson had to take over the horns, pull the horns. Giannis, can you play in this system? Totally disagree about the Luka thing though, because this guy,
hold on. Listen what I'm saying. take personalities out, take out one guy complaining all the time. That's what I'm not comparing. I'm saying Luka numbers is insane. Like Luka will put up a 40 clip on you all day, every day. Bro, he's not winning basketball games. Nobody even cares. I'm saying Giannis style of basketball play right now, bro, that shit ain't Wembanyama. Bro, the shit Wembanyama doing is insane. I'm saying right now, the game is moving away from the big man. Bro, the best players in the NBA right now, besides the Joker, are all guards. So who is Giannis at this point to say what he's saying? Bro, you got to get down and lay down at this point, bro. Like, seriously. I don't know if he has the cachet to be making these type of demands because, like I said, you're playing this season. And people laughed at me when I made the comparison. Okay, look at Jaylen Brown. I'm not saying Giannis should have had Milwaukee at a 2 seed. But, bro, when you was healthy, y'all niggas was dirt. And even the season, last season, season before, like, come on, man, we can't be ignoring that. As great as you are, bro, you're not impacting winning no more. I'm sorry. So for me, I don't know if Giannis could be sitting here making demands like that. I'm sorry.
No, I think he could. He is that great. He is that competitive. He's that he's relentless. He's unapologetic. Forget about complaining to the refs. People got to complain about Giannis for being dirty. People got to complain about Giannis for being a lunatic. He is that big of a deal to pass over, is what I'm saying. We can't overlook that is who he is. But at this point, to your real point, can you win with him if we got to trade the core again and restart the whole thing again and then piss Flea off again?
No, you know why?
That's not worth it.
Right, because it's going to be what the Milwaukee Bucks is now.
Exactly.
And that's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying he ain't great, but let's stop acting like Giannis can do what Jaylen Brown is doing or he can do what Ant-Man is doing. He's had an opportunity to do it. Bro, he's trying to come back to get into the play-in. He tried to sneak in a game against the Boston Celtics as Jaylen Brown wasn't playing, and them niggas got their boots smoked.
Yeah.
Let's cut the jokes, bro. It's players that are taking their teams to a whole nother level, and it's not a great roster. Giannis has a half-decent roster. He's not elevating them, and I'm not ignoring that. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
Well, gave you some time here, y'all. We laugh at the Pistons. King Speech Voice. The Pistons.
Pistons. Pissing the bed against the Brooklyn Nets.
Against the NBA mountaintop. AllBall. Always great.
Tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern time. Knicks versus Lakers. We live, y'all. I'm going to say it again. Put all your plans to the side. Go to church early. Get your ass in the house. Make sure the kids take a nap. Make sure wifey locked in the room, watching Lifetime or reading a book or something. Get your ass on KNICKS Rehab. We are live. 3 o'clock. Knicks versus Lakers in LA. We live, y'all. Yeah.
Have a good night.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.